Jack LaLanne had energy you couldn't understand. At 90, still training, still moving, still vibrant, never tired, never crashed, never complained about energy. Modern people are exhausted. They drink coffee, they drink energy drinks. They're still exhausted. They crash in afternoon. They're zombies by evening. Jack LaLanne had opposite problem. He had unlimited energy without stimulation. Why? His secret was meal timing, not calorie amounts, not food types, timing, when he ate, how he spaced meals, how he aligned nutrition with activity, how he aligned with natural circadian rhythms. This is his complete meal timing strategy, the philosophy, the specific meals, the exact times, why it works, how to implement. Like this video and subscribe. We are revealing the energy optimization system that kept him vital 96 years. The energy paradox. Modern people believe caffeine provides energy. More coffee, more energy. This is false. Caffeine is stimulation masking exhaustion. When caffeine wears off, exhaustion returns. You're not actually energized, you're masked. Jack LaLanne had real energy. Energy from optimal nutrition timing. Energy from proper recovery, energy from balanced hormones, energy from strategic meal composition. This was sustainable. This was real. His approach didn't require stimulation. It required strategy. It required understanding how your body processes food, how your body's natural rhythm works, how activity demands nutrition. When you understand timing, energy becomes consistent. You don't need stimulation. You just need strategy. Why meal timing matters more than you think. Modern nutrition obsesses over what you eat, quality, macronutrients, micronutrients. These matter, but when you eat matters more. Same food at different time creates different metabolic response. Same protein pre-training versus evening creates different result. Same carbohydrate morning versus night creates different outcome. Timing determines hormonal response. Food at optimal time creates optimal hormonal response. Same food at wrong time creates suboptimal response. Energy availability. Carbohydrates before training provide fuel. Carbohydrates before bed provide disruption. Same carbohydrate, different timing, opposite result. Recovery. Post-training nutrition in recovery window enables recovery. Post-training nutrition outside window provides minimal benefit. Timing determines efficacy. Sleep quality. Light meal evening improves sleep. Heavy meal evening disrupts sleep. Timing determines sleep. Insulin sensitivity. Carbohydrates with activity improve insulin sensitivity. Carbohydrates during inactivity reduce sensitivity. Timing determines metabolic health. This is why Jack LaLanne was meticulous about timing, not obsessive, but intentional. His timing was strategic. The morning energy strategy. Jack LaLanne started every day with fruit, fresh fruit, on empty stomach, immediately upon waking. Why? Multiple reasons. Natural sugars, immediate energy source without heavy digestion. Your body gets fuel quickly. Enzymes. Fresh fruit is loaded with enzymes. These aid digestion for remainder of day. Hydration. Fruit is mostly water, rehydrates after a night of sleep. Micronutrients. Morning fruit provides vitamins and minerals, jumpstarts metabolism. Appetite signal. Morning fruit tells your body we're eating, gets the digestive system activated. This one practice set his energy trajectory for entire day, starting with real food, with digestible food, with food aligned with circadian rhythm. Modern people start day different. Coffee, maybe energy drink, maybe nothing. Then they crash. Energy never establishes properly. Day is uphill battle. His approach, establish energy immediately. Real food, real fuel. Day starts strong. Energy is stable. Pre-training nutrition timing. Jack LaLanne didn't train fasted, not typically. He ate before training. Why? Energy. Your muscles need fuel. Your nervous system needs fuel. Training without fuel is suboptimal. What he ate? Simple carbohydrate with small protein. Nothing complex, nothing heavy. Examples: toast with almond butter, rice cake with honey, banana with small amount of nuts, apple with cheese. Amount, moderate, not full meal, just enough fuel, 200 to 300 calories approximately. Timing, 30 to 60 minutes before training, enough time to digest slightly, not so much time that fuel is fully absorbed. This created optimal training state, fueled but not heavy, energized but not overstimulated. Performance was optimized. His training was intense. He couldn't train intense without fuel, but he didn't want heavy food disrupting movement. Pre-training nutrition solved this. Simple fuel, strategic timing, optimal performance. Modern people do opposite. They either train fasted, under-fueled and suboptimal performance, or eat full meal 30 minutes before, heavy stomach, poor movement. His approach, small meal, strategic timing, optimal performance. Post-training nutrition protocol. Post-training nutrition was critical. His recovery depended on it. What he ate, protein and carbohydrate together. Recovery nutrition, not just protein, not just carbs, both.
Eggs and toast, protein shake with banana, fish and rice, chicken and sweet potato. Amount, substantial. This was recovery meal, 200 to 400 calories approximately. Timing, immediately after training, within 15 to 30 minutes. This is recovery window. Why this timing? Your muscles are primed for nutrient absorption. Your body needs immediate recovery signal. This window is optimal for nutrient partitioning. Post-training carbohydrate replenishes glycogen depleted during training. Post-training protein initiates muscle protein synthesis, enabling muscle recovery and growth. The combination creates recovery cascade. Your body recovers efficiently. Your performance improves. Your body composition improves. Modern people neglect this. They train hard, they don't eat afterward, or eat several hours later. Their recovery is suboptimal. Their progress stalls. His approach? Recovery meal immediately. Optimal nutrient timing. Maximal recovery. Mid-morning energy optimization. By mid-morning, energy from morning fruit was being depleted. Jack LaLanne ate again. Timing? Typically around 10 or 11 a.m., depending on when he woke. Generally 2 to 3 hours after morning fruit. What he ate? Simple snack, maintaining energy. Typically fruit again, maybe nuts, maybe yogurt. Examples? Berries, apple with almonds, banana with walnuts, orange with handful of nuts. Amount? Small, 100 to 200 calories. Snack, not meal. Purpose? Maintain energy without disrupting lunch preparation. Keep blood sugar stable. Prevent energy crash. Why this matters? 3-hour gap between morning fruit and lunch is long. Without mid-morning sustenance, energy would crash by 11. Then you'd overeat at lunch compensating. His approach? Small snack, stable energy, appropriate appetite at lunch. Modern people skip this. They have coffee instead. Coffee doesn't provide calories, doesn't provide nutrients, doesn't provide real energy. They crash, they overeat lunch, their energy is chaotic. Circadian rhythm alignment with meals. Jack LaLanne understood circadian rhythm. Your body has a natural rhythm, energy peaks and valleys, hormone patterns, activity patterns. Aligned with this natural rhythm, he structured meals. Morning, fruit. Energy initiation aligned with natural cortisol rise. Activates your system naturally. Mid-morning, small snack. Maintains energy through morning hours. Midday, largest meal. Lunch. Aligned with peak digestive capacity. Your digestion is strongest midday. Absorb maximum nutrition. Afternoon, light snack if needed. Maintains energy through afternoon. Evening, moderate meal. Dinner. Light enough not to disrupt sleep, substantial enough to provide evening satiation. This alignment with circadian rhythm meant energy was natural, hormones were optimized, sleep was uninterrupted. Modern people eat randomly. Dinner late, sleep disrupted. Cortisol elevated evening, should be elevated morning. Circadian rhythm is dysregulated. His approach? Align meal timing with natural rhythm. Energy becomes automatic. Hormones become optimal. Insulin sensitivity and timing windows. Jack LaLanne understood insulin sensitivity intuitively. He didn't have metabolic disease. His insulin system worked perfectly. Why? Partly from whole foods, partly from activity, partly from meal timing. Insulin sensitivity is highest after training. This is ideal time for carbohydrates. Your muscles are primed to absorb glucose. Carbs are stored as glycogen, good, not as fat, bad. Jack LaLanne understood this intuitively. His pre-training meal had carbs. His post-training meal had substantial carbs. His evening meal had minimal carbs. This optimized for insulin health. His insulin system stayed sensitive. His blood sugar stayed stable. His fat storage was minimal. Modern people do opposite. They skip breakfast, no carbs when metabolic rate is high. They skip lunch carbs, they eat heavy carbs evening, when insulin sensitivity is lowest. They develop insulin resistance. Their metabolism becomes dysregulated. His approach? Carbs when muscles can use them. Minimal carbs when muscles are inactive. Main meals and energy stability throughout day. Jack LaLanne's 3 main meals, pre-training, lunch, and dinner, were structured. Pre-training meal, if morning training, 7 to 8 a.m. Small carb with protein, 200 to 300 calories, fuel. Lunch, midday, 12 to 1 p.m. Largest meal. Protein, vegetables, whole grain, healthy fat, 500 to 700 calories, primary nutrition. Dinner, evening, 6 to 7 p.m. Moderate meal. Protein, vegetables, light carb if needed, 400 to 500 calories. Post-training meal if late training, if training late, post-training meal instead of lunch or both. This structure created energy stability, consistent meals, consistent energy, no crashes. Meal-to-meal gaps, 4 to 5 hours, appropriate, not so short that meals overlap, not so long that hunger becomes problematic. This predictability meant your body expected meals, your digestion optimized, your energy was stable. Modern people have irregular meals, breakfast skipped, lunch disrupted, dinner late, mealtimes random, energy is chaotic. Evening nutrition and sleep quality. Evening nutrition mattered tremendously. Jack LaLanne ate dinner, but he was strategic about it. Dinner composition, protein primary, vegetables abundant, carbohydrates minimal. Why minimal carbs evening? Carbohydrates raise insulin. Insulin can disrupt sleep. Minimal carbs evening preserves sleep quality. Protein evening supports muscle recovery overnight, provides satiation, doesn't disrupt sleep. Vegetables evening provide fiber, support digestion, provide minerals supporting sleep.
Dinner timing, 5 to 7 p.m. typically, at least 3 hours before bed, enough time to digest substantially, not so early that hunger returns before sleep. This evening approach meant sleep was uninterrupted, recovery was optimized, next day energy was strong. Modern people eat dinner late, 8 or 9 p.m., then sleep at 10 or 11. Food is still digesting, sleep is disrupted, recovery is poor. His approach: strategic evening nutrition, undisrupted sleep, optimized recovery. Fasting versus frequent eating. Modern fitness debates: intermittent fasting versus frequent eating. Which is optimal? Jack LaLanne ate frequently, not extreme frequency, but regular meals, not fasting periods. Why? Energy needs, training demands, recovery demands. Frequent eating provided these. Intermittent fasting has benefits: autophagy, metabolic flexibility. But for high-activity individual like Jack LaLanne, frequent eating was superior. His frequency: fruit, snack, lunch, possibly snack, dinner. 4 to 5 eating occasions daily, roughly every 3 to 4 hours. This provided constant energy, optimal recovery, sustained performance.
Modern intermittent fasting sometimes creates energy crashes, suboptimal recovery, compromised training performance. His approach was middle ground. Not frequent grazing, 6 times daily, not extended fasting, 24 hours. Regular meals with appropriate spacing. This worked for his activity level and longevity goals. Age-related timing changes. Jack LaLanne adjusted meal timing as he aged. 30s to 60s, high activity, high food intake, 4 to 5 meals daily, high carbohydrate. 70s to 80s, moderate activity, moderate food intake, 4 meals daily, moderate carbohydrate. 80s to 90s, lower activity, lower food intake, 3 meals daily, lower carbohydrate. Why adjust? Activity level decreased with age. Nutrition requirements adjusted accordingly. Meal frequency adjusted. Carbohydrate timing adjusted. This responsiveness meant he didn't overeat as he aged. He didn't create metabolic problems. He adapted nutrition to his body. Modern people maintain same eating patterns at 70 as they did at 30. They don't adapt. They age poorly. His approach was responsive to age, responsive to activity, responsive to recovery needs. Seasonal timing variation. Jack LaLanne also adjusted meal timing seasonally. Summer, earlier meals, more daylight, longer training window, more frequent meals, higher activity. Winter, later meals, less daylight, fewer meals sometimes, lower activity. This seasonal responsiveness aligned with natural light cycles, aligned with activity patterns, aligned with food availability. Modern people ignore seasons. Same meal times year-round, same meal frequency. They don't adapt to natural cycles. His approach was responsive to seasons. This created resilience and longevity. Common meal timing mistakes. Modern people make predictable mistakes. Skipping breakfast reduces morning energy, increases midday crashes. Late breakfast shifts the entire day's timing, disrupts circadian alignment. Late lunch interferes with afternoon energy, creates evening hunger. Heavy dinner disrupts sleep, compromises recovery. Late dinner, food digesting during sleep, circadian misalignment. Random meal timing, hormones become dysregulated, energy becomes chaotic. Too frequent meals, constant digestion, no metabolic rest. Too infrequent meals, energy crashes, recovery compromised. Pre-bed large carbs, sleep disruption, metabolic dysregulation. Pre-bed large protein, extended digestion, sleep quality compromised. These mistakes compound. Energy becomes terrible, sleep becomes poor, recovery suffers, health declines. Here's how to implement this. Step 1. Establish morning fruit every day within minutes of waking, non-negotiable. Step 2. Structure pre-training nutrition if you train, 30 to 60 minutes before, simple carbs with small protein. Step 3. Establish post-training nutrition immediately, protein and carbs within 30 minutes, recovery window. Step 4. Plan lunch as largest meal, midday, protein, vegetables, whole grain. Step 5. Include 1 or 2 snacks, mid-morning, maybe afternoon, small, balanced. Step 6. Structure dinner, early evening, protein primary, minimal carbs, vegetables abundant. Step 7. Track energy. Note when energy peaks and crashes. Adjust meal timing accordingly. Step 8. Align with circadian rhythm. Larger meals when digestive capacity is highest, midday. Lighter meals when digestive capacity is lower, evening. Step 9. Respect recovery window. Post-training nutrition within 30 minutes, non-negotiable for recovery. Step 10. Adjust with age and activity. As activity changes, meal timing changes. As age progresses, timing adjusts. This protocol created his energy. This protocol will create yours. Drop a comment. What time of day do you feel most energized? What's one meal timing change you're going to make? Share this with someone struggling with energy crashes. The energy freedom. Strategic meal timing gave him something modern people lack: energy freedom. Freedom from coffee addiction, freedom from energy crashes, freedom from afternoon slumps, freedom from just getting by energy level. His energy was abundant, consistent, reliable, sustainable. This freedom created capability. He could train hard. He could work long. He could be present. He could perform. Modern people are energy slaves, dependent on stimulation, disrupted by crashes, compromised by poor timing. Subscribe if this resonates. Share this with someone struggling with energy. Implement these timing principles. Your energy will become exceptional. This is his legacy on meal timing. Not a diet, a philosophy. Strategic, simple, sustainable, superior.